What if I told you that a simple tweak to our calendar could literally make you live longer? I know it sounds like sci-fi nonsense, but here's the thing. Some scientists and historians actually believe it's possible. And their reasoning, it's gonna knock your socks off, so let me break it down. First off, let's talk about the calendar we all know and love, or maybe just tolerate, the Gregorian calendar. This thing's been around since 1582, and yeah, it's done a pretty decent job for keeping track of time, but the truth is, it's a totally artificial construct. It doesn't line up perfectly with the natural cycles of how our bodies are actually wired. Our bodies run on circadian rhythms, biological processes synced with light, darkness, and even the changing of seasons. But here's the kicker, the way we structure our weeks, months, and years might totally be screwing that up. Some researchers are saying that the calendar's irregularity could be contributing to stress, poor sleep, and even aging. So what kind of changes are we talking about here? Well, there are a few interesting ideas. One is a 13-month calendar with equal weeks. Imagine a calendar where each month is exactly 28 days long with 4 perfect weeks. It reduces irregularities, makes timekeeping easier, and could even reduce stress levels. No more months with 30 days here and 31 days there, it's all consistent. And number 2 could be longer weekends with a different work schedule. Studies have shown that a 4-day work week can improve health, happiness, and even productivity. And if it improves your health, well, that just might add years to your life. Think about it, less work stress, more time for personal well-being. And the third thing is aligning the year in natural cycles. Some ancient cultures followed lunar calendars or seasonal cycles, which may be more in tune with how humans are actually supposed to function. Tapping into those natural rhythms might just be better for our biology. And there are real-world examples of this, because believe it or not, some societies have already started tinkering with time. For example, the Soviet Union's 5-day work week. Back in the early 20th century, the Soviet Union tried something radical, a 5-day work week. It totally flopped, but what they were attempting was an experiment in productivity and health. They just didn't get it quite right. Another example is the fact that there's alternative calendars all around the world. Different cultures have their own calendar systems. For example, the Ethiopian calendar has 13 months. The Chinese calendar incorporated lunar cycles. These variations, while mainly cultural, could have unintended health benefits. And have you ever heard of blue zones? These are areas around the world where people live significantly longer than average. Places like Okinawa, Japan, or Sardinia, Italy. And one interesting thing they all have in common? Their approach to time is often simpler and less rigid. They take more breaks, live more natural rhythms, and seem to age slower because of it. So maybe time isn't just money, it could literally take years off your life. Now, while we may never fully ditch the Gregorian calendar, the idea of syncing our lives more closely with natural rhythms is worth considering. After all, what's the point of keeping time if it's working against us? What do you think? Would you actually consider changing how we structure time if it meant you'd live longer and healthier? Drop a comment below. As always, I appreciate your time and thank you for watching.